Glitch the guarantee. E&E. Put your boy shit. Glitch, nigga. Shit, I'm about to flood the streets like when the levees break. Criminal minds, my Garcia can navigate. Flowing while I'm blowing this gas. Nigga, no brakes. Niggas not seeing me ever. I mean, no days. Fuck around and end up gone. You getting this place. E&E, the shit that I claim. You dealing with grace. Took over the game by storm like Rain's mixtape. Thankfully, I've been up the smoke like my mixtape. Counting cheddar shit, I'm about to make a grilled cheese. Niggas be faker than bad bitches with good weeds. On my John Wick shit like Keanu Reeves. Replacements won't be enough. You need the whole team. I've been a G since I could finish my ABCs. Kept it a buck so real niggas look up to me. This butcher boy shit get crazy. When it's sick of me, I'm coughing out these dope bars till they sick of me.
Can't get rid of me, still can't find a remedy. Still blowing palmers, if it comes to Hennessy. E&E, we own our shit independently. When I go out on a limb, I take extremities. I can see right through transparency. Heard they self-esteem low, insecurities. Now or never, like, glitch the guarantee. What's the recipe? King Elvis Flexion 3. All these chapters in my life, you can turn a page. Books can't tell you my story, gotta live a day. Glitch got my back, yeah, you can copy that. Man, we control the seat, you can copy that. Leave your whole state red like Republicans. Put fire on a track, now it's bubbling. Put your boys E&E, you in trouble, kid. Add first 100 mil, you can double.
Let's go, let's go. All the hustles getting money, let it show. Let it show. Automatic nigga, how we get the dough. Get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go. Let's go. All the hustles getting money, let it show. Let it show. It's automatic nigga, how we get the dough. Get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go.
Low, sick, corona, jealous in the motherfucker. Can't even take a step, that's how far I trust you. This black boy turned to shining king under pressure. West side fat jacks, I took more to measure. Shake the extras, that's business, started these street blues. What I talk, royal blood flowing free. Power on my mind, knows the gang is kind. Read between the lines, it was in my eye. If they ain't got real lines, it ain't hard to spot a counterfeit. Undefeated, ultra real, Fern Gully Mountain shit. Couple hot shots turning to frozen margaritas. Even better when it's served with some flawless features. Next shit, they gotta pay for these flawless features. Flawless victories from the flaws that they teach us. Now my flow imitate how I board the plane non-stop. The little J gon' take over when my time stops.
Yeah, I get right to it. My nigga, we beg your pardon. We putting niggas back in boxes. Yeah, they be harder. My flow be retarded. Sick, I need hella help. My groove came back. This must be how Stella felt. We just started kicking it like a yellow belt. We all made it to the pros. This is how LaMelo felt. You better yell out help. Here comes the double team. You catch me in the spot, then you know that the boy is clean. The Louis V look mean with the magazine. So if you try it, you get shot. No vaccine. If you was asleep before I came, then I'm the caffeine. I pull the jokers out the deck. Yeah, there ain't no laughing. In CEO fashion, we sticking to the business. Wouldn't even let a vegan knock me off my chick. Something about the BBS when the sun is hitting. Should be flashing like the lights when you getting
Let's go, let's go. All the hustles getting money, let it show. Let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. Get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go. Let's go. All the hustles getting money, let it show. Let it show. It's automatic, nigga, how we get the dough. Get the dough. If it ain't paper, then we probably gotta go. Gotta go. Put your boy shit, nigga, let's go.
Yeah. What up? You already know, man. What it is, what it do, man. You already know what it is. It's Sunday night. Jack and Pops was supposed to be here tonight, but unfortunately he's not. But that's okay, because he'll be back next week. But tonight we can discuss this, right? What's good with everybody out there, man? How y'all doing? What it is? You already know what it is, man. What up? Miss your brother Virgil Beard, a.k.a. Stats with the Facts. We here Sunday evening. It's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm talking about? And we're going to have this discussion about this very, very, very important, very vital, and I would dare say even to some degree biological situation. I said biological, diabolical situation. All right. How many of y'all know about Project 2025? What y'all know about Project 2025? Right? And I know some of y'all probably looking at that thumbnail like, oh man, what do you got what do you got the Handmaid's Tale joint on there for? Listen, man. I've been sitting up here trying to tell y'all for the longest that this is something that we need to be looking out for, man, especially y'all chicks, man. You know, y'all need to really pay attention for stuff like this, man. Right? The very fact that this organization is even in existence is proof of, for me anyway, that I know for a fact that Trump's getting back in office. But just like any other politician, you know, he ain't who he cracked up to be. We gonna see though, all right? Project 2025, people, man. What y'all know about it? What y'all heard about it? What you seen about it? Read about it? If you know anything about it. Project 2025, man. You hear me? This is some very serious stuff right here, y'all, man. You hear me? And the reason why I have for the thumbnail what I have is because this legislation, or should I say this organization, with their political backing and their financial and corporate backing, I'm sitting here telling y'all that this is the Republic of Gilead in disguise, man. This Project 2025 situation, man. And yeah, man. Tap in and walk with me, man. How many of y'all done sat up there and read the book, the novel, Handmaid's Tale, or seen a TV show, The Handmaid's Tale, or both? All right. I had the privilege of reading this book when I was in the joint, man. I'm gonna keep it real, y'all. I was in the library one day when I was at Pickaway. And I was, just in the library doing what I do. I be in the library, that's what I do. I'm in the library, and I just happened to be stumbling across some books, and I was like, came across that book. The cover was very intriguing, so I just got it. Like, I normally don't read fiction, you know what I'm saying? But something about the book just intrigued me. When I read the book, I said, oh, right? Right? Crazy book. They actually made it into a series on Hulu. And, I'll be into a lot of different stuff, y'all. I do a lot of various research and things. I'm telling you right now, man, and I've been seeing how they've been setting this up. They've been setting this play up for a long time, and it started with Sotomayor. You hear me? Y'all gonna understand what I mean when I say that when I get to that in a second, man. The Supreme Court right now is at the point to where it is in position, right, to be used to enforce theocratic law. Which was the original design of this government. Y'all, man. Y'all better, y'all forget what the Magna Carta was? Y'all forget about stuff like that? Man, I'm sitting here trying to tell y'all, man. Y'all better look into this Project 2025, man. This is serious, man.
Enjoying my 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running.
There is no other institution that has the ability uniquely.
Without a heritage, every generation starts over.
To remind the current regime.
We, the people, tell the government what it is allowed to do.
to get back in their box and stay there.
From the Heritage Foundation, this is Heritage Explains.
Here at the Heritage Foundation, it is not at all unusual to see some of our people and projects on the news. In fact, we spend a lot of time encouraging just that kind of thing, getting conservative policy ideas out there. But in recent months, one of our projects here at the Heritage Foundation has been getting a lot of media. The right loves to say,
Crazy, y'all.
I'm Christopher Titus, and this is the Armageddon Update. America finally has its own Mein Kampf. That's right, the wrong on the right have come up with a plan to take everyone's rights away, which is so wrong, except for fat, doughy, conservative white guys, and it's called the 2025 Project. It actually sends America backwards to 1825. That's what Chuck Grassley wanted to call it, because that's when he graduated high school. So what is the 2025 Project? Well, it's a GOP plan to stop immigration in a country built by immigrants. It takes away freedoms from anyone who isn't a straight white male in a country built on freedom for everybody, no matter what color you are. It takes away the rights of anyone who isn't straight, white, or male. So women lose their rights to their body. No one can get married except for straight couples, no matter how freaky those straight couples are. This is one of the founders of the conservative organization Moms for Liberty, Bridget Ziegler. Yeah, and she's anti-gay and anti-trans. She's a bastion for Christian values. And this is her husband, Christian Ziegler. Well, these hardcore Christians on the side of right were involved in a three-way sexual relationship with this woman. Now, and this woman is now saying that Christian Ziegler raped her. Oh, those Christian values. But back to the 2025 Project. The plan is led by the Heritage Foundation, a conservative think tank. Of course, conservative and think is an oxymoron, heavy on the moron. In collaboration with Turning Point USA, Charlie Kirk, former Trump chief of staff and currently indicted insurrectionist Mark Meadows, and advisor and current treasurer for the Vampire Union, Stephen Miller. So, the worst and dullest of the conservative douchebags have created a plan for a dystopian American future run by a six-time bankrupt racist whose best friend out-pedophiled the Catholic Church, who also stole top-secret documents, got his family $2 billion from Saudi Arabia, and has been indicted in 4 different jurisdictions with 91 felonies. You know, making America great, one felony at a time. Project 2025 includes dismantling the FBI and Homeland Security and putting the president in charge of the Department of Justice. You know.
Man, y'all sit up here and heard about this Project 2025? Man, I'll be sitting here trying to tell y'all, man, it's stuff going on out here. While we sitting over here arguing over gender war bullshit, there's real stuff going on out here, man. Right? They ain't playing with this Project 2025 stuff. I keep telling y'all, man, it don't matter who they have in there, man. The agendas is going to get pushed no matter who in there. Right? And they'll make it seem like something that ain't. Like they on certain people's sides. If it's, I'm sitting here trying to tell y'all, man. Don't be fooled, man. I want y'all to go look into this, man. Project 2025. This is a plan from conservative people, or I say conservative people, for the Conservative Party through a think tank organization called the Heritage Group. All right. And what they're doing is they're setting forth policy for when, if the Republican Party gets into the presidency, the things that they're going to set into place, right, as far as law. And I'm sitting here telling y'all what they about to do, man, right? Y'all better look at the Supreme Court, man. The United States Supreme Court is half Christian Zionists and half you as Zionists. The perfect setup to implement theocratic law, theocratic constitutional law. This is why they're talking about getting rid of all the, stuff with transgenderism and stuff with the gays and all that stuff, and abortion. And a gang of other stuff too, y'all, man. I'm telling y'all, better pay attention to this Project 2025 thing, man. Just got the Handmaid's Tale written all over it. Right? And these guys, the Heritage Foundation, got given off real big Republican Gilead vibes. Right? Y'all better go see who sits on the chair board of the Heritage Foundation, man. Right? I think you might be very, very you might be very surprised at who you see sitting on that chair board, man. Right? Let's go.
So we can decide who gets arrested and who gets to keep criming unfettered. It immediately invokes the Insurrection Act, which means cops and soldiers will arrest who the president wants to be arrested, which means it violates the Constitution pretty much on every blood-soaked page. It makes abortion illegal. Women will have to report their pregnancies. It increases the use of fossil fuels and kills funding for clean energy. It places the entire executive branch under presidential control, against everything our founding fathers wanted. The DOJ, the FCC, the Federal Trade Commission, all under the control of one orange fat guy who can barely remember 5 words.
Person, woman, man, camera, TV.
It calls for killing the laws that stop discrimination on the basis of sexual orientation, gender identity, transgender status, or sex characteristics, etc. So hate crimes are going to be legal, just like in Nazi Germany. Pornography would be outlawed. Yeah, it's in there. Yeah, the guy who married a woman who posed naked in softcore porn all the time and also paid a porn star to have sex with him wants to ban porn. Okay. And this is just the beginning, people. You should read it. I did. And to be clear, we have people talking on the right of taking up arms against their fellow Americans.
When do we get to use the guns?
And I don't know what these people are thinking, but be clear. If you want to kill democracy and install a dictator against the Constitution and the dude named Jesus you say you follow and believe in, I just want you to know. Okay.
I'm your huckleberry.
And there are 200 million more of me too. So you give it your best shot.
And hell's coming with me, you hear? Hell's coming with me!
Oh,
Christopher Titus is the Armageddon update. You know what's funny about these people? We're going to take our country back. From what? From the best economy we've had ever? From the guy who saved us from the pandemic? We have more American jobs, lower unemployment ever? What the fuck are you talking about? You say you're going to shoot it? Fine, bring it on. You got them too.
Yeah. Y'all ain't hip to Project 2025? Man, y'all acting crazy, man. You hear me? Yeah, YouTube don't want us talking about this one, I see, huh? This is one that they don't want us really speaking on, huh? All right? Some of us anyway, right? And the reason why I got the Handmaid's Tale as a thumbnail, because as you heard homeboy Titus just say, they're about to be outlawing abortion, amongst other things. All right? And I want y'all to know what that means, man. You feel me? Because it's an implication for a lot of things, man. None good. None good. All right? Because if the government wants to have control over, right? Think about this now, man. The government wants to have complete control over who gives birth then, right? So that's what y'all should be getting off top. If they want to outlaw abortion, that means they're going to monitor, you know, they're keeping track of who gets pregnant, right? Now think about this, man. XL Pro, what's happening, man? Think about this, y'all, man. The implications for this, all right? Now, I want y'all to understand that what is being done is that this is big inversion going on, man. You feel me? Big inversion. And they want to instate theocratic law, right? But not in its original sense, in its inverted, manipulated, fallen state. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm sitting here trying to tell y'all, man, pay attention to this one right here. Because this one right here, I'm telling you right now, man, this got the Republic of Gilead written all over it, man. You dig? I strongly suggest, especially y'all chicks, look into this. You hear me? This Project 2025. Basically, Project 2025 is a contingency plan by this conservative Republican think tank organization called the Heritage Foundation, right? And what they want to do is they want to set forth these guidelines, excuse me, basic contingency plan for when the Republican Party gets back in the White House, laws that they're going to install with their power being in the executive branch, right? And it's also going to basically pass laws in it that's going to basically hand over power to the executive branch, right? To the president himself, right? How many of y'all heard about the Heritage Foundation? All right. A research is right here. All right. The Heritage Foundation is an activist American conservative think tank based in Washington, D.C., founded in 1973. It took a leading role in the conservative movement in the 1980s during the President Ronald Reagan, whose policies were taken from Heritage Foundation studies, including its mandates for leadership. Founders Edwin J. Fulner, Joseph Coors, and Paul Weyrich. Want to look into who these guys are, right? Who funds the Heritage Foundation? The Foundry. Replacing them. They're financed by the Koch brothers, Philip Morris, and other corporate sources. They got a $500,000 donation from the Koch brothers. All right. This is very interesting right here, y'all. All right. Project 2025. Now, when you got these conservative think tank organizations making this coup, if you would, hostile takeover, if you would, on the American government, man, you hear me? I told you it don't matter who get up in there, man. Whoever get up in there, they're gonna do damage, right? Now, this Project 2025, they want to get rid of everything, man. All this stuff. Now, on the surface, a lot of this stuff sounds good, man, but you gotta be able to pick through the BS, man. Right? So when they're talking about outlawing abortion, you know, you gotta understand what that's saying, man. You know, that's gonna put the pressure on a lot of y'all chicks, especially. All right. Now, I'm about to switch over here to this article right here. All right. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, man. You did. What y'all know about Project 2025, man? All right. The far right has made public its plans for an ideal America if one of their allies wins the 2024 presidential election in this 2025 presidential transition project. Project 2025 is spearheaded by the far right think tank Heritage Foundation and supported by more than 80 organizations, many well known for their extreme positions and for pushing hate and Christian nationalism. The authors and supporters of Project 2025 claim this plan will rescue the country from elite rule and woke cultural warriors. Their aims include bringing together conservative allies with the common goal to take back our country from the radical left by developing a robust governing agenda and the right people to implement it. Right? And it has been reported though denied that internal Project 2025 discussions have centered around the next conservative president invoking the Insurrection Act on the first day in office to allow the military to quell civil unrest. Man, y'all better pay attention to this, man. You hear me? Right? Y'all better go watch that TV show called The Handmaid's Tale, man. Right? Right? What y'all know about the Republic of Gilead, man? I keep trying to tell y'all, man. Y'all better pay attention to these TV shows, man. They be telling us what's going on. In the series The Handmaid's Tale is a similar organization to the Heritage Foundation called the Republic of Gilead. Right? And what they did is they were tired of basically how the liberals, Democrats have let the country go to shit by pretty much being in the same situation it is currently right now. And what these guys did was they banded their resources together financially. They took the presidency, and on the very first day they got in power, they took all rights away from women. Women couldn't work anymore. If you weren't married, they took all your funds and they went to the government. If you were married, all your funds went to your husband. If you were a person who had children outside of wedlock, it's come to confiscate your children from you. If you were already legally married, They send y'all off to human settlement zones for families and assigned housing. Oh man, y'all gotta watch it if you were a man. I think all bisexual, I think homosexual men, they offed all of them. You feel me? I think they offed all the homosexual men. If I ain't mistaken. I could be mistaken though. Y'all better go check that Handmaid's Tale out, man. This Project 2025 is setting up the situation to where the Handmaid's Tale can be made very real, man. Right? Tap in, walk with us, man. Let's go.
It's day 2 since learning about the terrible, terrible, tragic news that birthing people across America may someday be forced to look at their own offspring in the eye, rather than, pulling an Omar Navarro from Ozark and taking care of it.
All right.
Waste. It's this pollution that supposedly contributed to the epidemic of... The Handmaid's Tale is a novel written by Canadian author Margaret Atwood, which was originally published in 1985 and subsequently turned into a TV series in 2017 created by Bruce Miller. In the story, most women have become infertile, and the state has stripped them of all their freedoms. They're not allowed to read, listen to music, share their feelings, work, have a bank account, or even walk down the street alone. The remaining fertile women become handmaids and are forced into sexual servitude in a desperate attempt to repopulate humankind. But could the dramatic events of this story happen in real life? That's what we'll find out. In this episode of the Infographic Show, could the Handmaid's Tale really happen? Margaret...
Now, right? This Project 2025 is setting the tone. Inspector Gadget, what up? Yeah, it did. Now, this Project 2025, man. This Project 2025, I've been telling y'all, man, the Handmaid's Tale could very much likely happen, man. Right? Now, let's go, man.
Story is set in a near-future New England in a totalitarian Christian economy that has overthrown the United States government. The novel focuses on the journey of a handmaid named Offred. She is called Offred as it is made up of the two words of and Fred. Handmaids are forbidden to use their real names and must instead use the name of the male master whom they serve, in this case, Fred. But as dire as the handmaid's life may sound, it's a luxury compared to some of the women who are unable to bear children. They are sent to the colonies where they work cleaning up the toxic waste. It's this pollution that supposedly contributed to the epidemic of infertility and triggered military rule and the domination of the female race by the new ruling party, the Republic of Gilead. This authoritarian, theocratic regime runs America following the collapse of the state. But could the terrifying reality of this story ever come true? Well, for some women, it's been a reality in the past, and for others, it's not too far from their reality today, says Reed Morano, director of the first 3 episodes of the TV show. We took a look at what some of the reviewers have said about The Handmaid's Tale and how the story relates to life in the 21st century. Here are 5 ways it may reflect reality. Number 1. Infertility and global food shortages. The world in The Handmaid's Tale has collapsed. Societal disruption has included...
Right. Well, could be argued, right? See, when y'all go look at this Project 2025 situation, man, a situation like this can really actually come about, right? All right. Y'all go look into the Heritage Foundation, man, and look into who the guy who founded the Heritage Foundation, who he was connected with, right? Right? Pretty crazy, right? Now think about this now, man, right? I'm about to read y'all this article, man. I'm telling y'all, y'all better stay on the watch out for stuff like this, man. You know what I mean? Now think about this in connection to the legal immigrant situation, man. Right? And then this will also give control over who decides who gets to have children and stuff like that. This is leading to the artificial womb facilities y'all hear me telling y'all about. All right. The real big boss, Calvin 83, was good. Why? All right. What y'all know about the Republic of Gilead and the Handmaid's Tale, man? Right. Now, this Project 2025 is very crazy, man. All right. All right. The robust governing. The robust governing agenda bears the hallmarks of authoritarianism. It threatens America's civil and human rights and our very democracy. The America that Project 2025 wants to create will involve a fundamental reordering of our society. It will greatly enhance the executive branch's powers and impose on all Americans policies favored by Christian nationalists regarding issues such as sexual health and reproductive rights, education, the family, and the role of religion in our society and government. It will strip rights protections from LGBTQ plus people, immigrants, women, and people of color. It would dismantle much of the federal government and replace our political civil service with far-right partisans. It is already training in anticipation of a power shift. It would end attempts to enhance equity and racial justice throughout the government and shut down agencies that track progress on this front. Efforts to tackle issues such as climate change will be ended. The politicized research produced to back the project's views on environmental policy, the evils of transgenderism, and women's health would take priority. Listen. Listen. All right. Yeah, man. I'm just letting y'all know, man, this Project 2025 is real, man. Right? And it's backed by the Heritage Foundation. You know what I'm talking about? Now, how would this be able to happen? Like I told y'all, we're going to get back to this article right here, right? We're going to get back to that article right there, right? How's that able to happen? Hold on, let me pull all these sons of guns up. which we can have a clearer picture. I mean, yeah, I guess you could say that, Inspector Gadget. I can see why you would say that, right? I mean, but you know, and this is what with this Project 25, what goes along with the we'll go with what they all got involved with this plan of theirs is they plan to incite the Insurrection Act day one, right? You can best believe that stuff was allowed to happen January 6th back a couple few years ago, man. You know, come on, y'all. We gotta be more vigilant, you know what I'm saying, with our thinking and you know what I'm saying, what we tend to have been lately, man. You know what I mean? I want y'all to start thinking outside the box, man. You know what I mean? Because these people are unpredictable, but very predictable, unpredictable too. Right? And the reason why something like the Handmaid's Tale can actually happen is because look at our Supreme Court. Right? Our Supreme Court is half Christian Zionists who support Israel and half Jewish Zionists who supports Israel. Right? We got the two black people, both members of the Divine Nine. 1, 2, 3, 4. First time in history there's been 4 female judges on the Supreme Court. Now, mind you, these people are appointed for life. Yeah. Y'all better understand what this stuff means, man. You hear me? Now, we got the Supreme Court of the United States right here, man. All these people in the Supreme Court all support the state of Israel. All of them are part of secret fraternal organizations, right? And all of them have done very nefarious things, you feel me, to get where they are. You can believe that. Please believe it, all right? You know? And I think we'll be doing us a big favor if we informed ourselves on this Project 25. This is why I tell y'all, man, it don't matter Republican, Democrat, it don't matter who gets in the White House. It doesn't matter. All right? It don't matter which one you vote for. It don't matter who get up in there. Whoever get up in there, they don't represent us. And when I say us, I don't mean black people. I mean we the people. They don't represent none of us. None of them do. All right?
He feels justified in doing the same to the left. And I believe this is much clearer indication of what kind of danger to democracy he is. He is basically twisting the entire reality into a vision of, like, you know, being Navalny oppressed by Putin. And then he's saying that when I'm going to be Putin, I'm going to do the same that Putin did to me. Kind of.
I understand the point you're making, Jack. You know, for me, it's really an all of the above. I mean, listen, it is absolutely the case that Trump is already pre-justifying some of the things that he will try to do by saying they're doing it to me, so it would be fair for me to do it to them. Trump is also threatening to target media outlets that he doesn't like, which is an absolute democratic nightmare. Trump is also saying that he is going to deploy the Justice Department against his political opponents. Trump is also saying, I will be dictator for a day. Trump is also playing coy with all of the global dictators that he likes while criticizing allies. Here's the thing. I don't think, Jack, that there's the one thing that will really change people's minds. First of all, a huge swath of people aren't going to have their minds changed no matter what is said to them. So they're unreachable. So for a lot of these people, it's like, there's no one thing, there's no 10 things. With all of this other stuff, we never know in advance what is the most effective thing that if people knew, they would then change their mind. So we need to take an all of the above approach. I think what you're pointing out makes a lot of sense. And I think some of the other things make a lot of sense. So I would take an all of the above approach for sure.
And that's perfectly fine. And I wish the left-leaning media would take the all of the above approach, as you say. But what I hear as I'm, listening to these debates and all the stuff that appears on YouTube, basically, is that there is this strong focus on those dictator for a day.
Yeah. And remember, part of that focus is because he said that more recently. Now we're already moving on.
Right. And essentially through the language put forth in Project 2025, it would make basically Donald Trump King Trump the first. You feel me? Of America. Right? Now, peep this right here. This is why I say y'all chicks need to be on the watch out, man. Right? No, I'm telling y'all, they coming for y'all, man. They allowed y'all to do what they allowed y'all to do for the time they allowed y'all to do it. And now that they done used y'all to what they needed to use y'all for, now they're about to consume y'all. All right. There are several elements of the project that spread disinformation about medical issues, including COVID, abortion, sexual and reproductive health rights, sex education, and other issues, including DEI programs, climate change, civil rights, and marginalized communities, especially the LGBTQ plus community. The entire project is devoted to aggrandizing executive power by centralizing authority in the presidency, and a key aspect of democratic backsliding is viewing opposition's elements as attempting to destroy the real community, an essential aspect to quashing dissent. Project 2025 paints progressives and liberals as outside acceptable politics and not just ideological components. Look at that word, ideological components, but inherently anti-American and replacing American values. Pay attention to this. Project 2025 is basically deeming all liberal thinkers and all democratic consecutive or democratic sympathizers. They're basically calling y'all terrorists, saying that you're going what I told y'all about ideologically based violence, violent radicalization. Y'all better pay attention, man. I told y'all, man, the Ouroboros agenda, man, Ouroboros agenda. Targeting vulnerable communities is a core tenet of Project 2025. Certain populations, in particular the LGBTQ plus community, are treated as deviants with ill intent rather than humans and Americans, and do not appear to exist within the far-right framework of those deserving of fulsome human rights and protection from discrimination. Perhaps even more frightening, the left, the LGBTQ plus population, and the woke are described as subversive elements aimed at destroying the country and its real values. The attack on the LGBTQ plus population is particularly ominous, as recent research by UCLA's Williams Institute has found a correlation between democratic backsliding and diminution in the rights of LGBTQ plus communities. LGBTQ plus people are the canaries in the authoritarian coal mine. Y'all better pay attention to that, man. LGBTQ LMNOP barbecue committee agenda. Y'all better pay attention, especially to that, y'all. Y'all better pay attention to that language right there. That's directly aimed at y'all. under Project 2025, when the if and when the Republican Party gets back into the executive branch, they're going to outlaw all of this stuff. And you will be considered basically a homegrown terrorist if you go along with any of these liberal ideologies. They ain't playing with y'all, man. They're not playing with y'all. They're about to implement biblical law. By the book, Jack. This better guys, he always saying some silly shit, girl. What does he say? Would you be one of the personal bodyguard soldiers, or you fancy yourself an officer with Virgil's? Huh? I don't understand what you're trying to say. You trying to be funny? I think I get the gist of what you're trying to say, but you didn't type it out right. A guy like me would definitely be an officer. Right? But I want to be an officer like the one that offered. Hey, something was wrong with him. I'm good to go. You feel me? He had some issues with his equipment, you know what I'm talking about? And I don't, you know what I mean? I'm good to go, brother. You know? Good to go, brother. Not at all. We just speaking specifically in a hypothetical situation. A guy like me, I wouldn't go. I ain't going. Right? You know? You know? Project 2025 basically wants to implement theocratic law, man. That's basically what it is. When you read all of this stuff that the Heritage Foundation, which is a Christian, right? A right-wing Christian fundamentalist-based organization, you know, they want to use their political influence, their corporate influence, through their Zionist regimes and connections. They want to instate and implement biblical theocratic law, right? Yeah. And no, I'm not into the patriarchy. I'm into proper structure and order as the Most High God intended it to be and originally designed it to be. That's what I'm in agreement with. I don't know nothing about none of this Republican Gilead stuff, how they try to flip and, you know, remix and manipulate by using the scriptures, man. I seen a Handmaid's Tale. I read that book. It ain't fooling me. Yeah. Sharia don't scare them. That's just not what they on. Right? It's basically the same thing. Y'all see the Handmaid's Tale? Y'all see what they do to them girls when they get out of line? Plucking their eyes out, sewing their coochies up and some other shit. They sew the gay girl coochies up in the Handmaid's Tale, man. They sew your box up, man. That's crazy. Yeah. All right. It's all the same shit, man. You know? And I want to keep reading because this man, I'm telling you, they basically want to implement strict theocratic law, man. All right. Not in its original state and form, though. This super manipulated version of it. All right. The Republican Gilead, man. Get out of here, man. And this is one I want to read to y'all real quick. Don't even find it. Yeah, here we go. All right. Y'all can see that, huh? Here. Cool. All right, y'all can see that, right? Tap in. 2025 is very clearly on a path to Christian nationalism as well as authoritarianism. It rejects the constitutional separation of church and state, rather privileging religious beliefs over civil laws. Religious freedom is referenced throughout the plan and is seen to trump all other civil rights, which should be subsumed to an individual's religious rights. The message that America must remain Christian, that Christians should enjoy a privileged place in society, and that the government must take steps to ensure this is clear in every section of the plan, as the idea that American identity cannot be separated from Christianity. That's powerful right there. I wonder how many of y'all understand what I just read to y'all. All right. Right? To accomplish this, the project relies heavily on interpretations of the Religious Freedom Restoration Act, which states government shall not substantially burden a person's exercise of religion, even if the burden results from a rule of general applicability. It has been described by the Supreme Court as a kind of super statute, displacing the normal operation of the laws that might supersede the Seventh or Title VII commands in appropriate cases. RFRA passed in 1993 with almost unanimous approval from the White House from the House and Senate. Was originally intended to protect religious exercise, but has over the years been used to erode civil rights and deny health care under the guise of religious freedom, as in the case of Burwell versus Hobby Lobby, where the Supreme Court ruled that employers could deny certain healthcare services if it went against their religious beliefs. Imagine that, right? In Bostock versus Clayton County, the court ruled that discrimination based on sex includes protection of sexual orientation and transgender status, which the project demands be narrowly interpreted to only include hiring and firing, and that all materials in federal agencies that wouldn't interpret Bostock mode liberally be withdrawn. That's crazy. The plans for the new consecutive president, but right? But the project sponsors have been working to achieve this vision for years and will continue to do so, regardless of who wins in 2024. Official supporters of Project 2025 specific specifically the Alliance Defending Freedom, have had much success with recent Supreme Court rulings on abortion and the company's rights to refuse service based on religious principles. They setting it up to play, man. Luke Cabin is fortuitous for this movement as election of Representative Mike Johnson, a former employee of the anti-LGBTQ ADF, to U.S. House Speaker second in line to the presidency. He's an election denier who claims his worldview can be ascertained from the Bible, including its denial of evolution and the belief that the earth is about 6,000 years old, despite all signs to the contrary. Former ADF head Michael Ferris has said that Johnson is the highest-ranking biblically trained conservative Christian that his fellow evangelical Christians have ever seen, and that Johnson will usher in the most conservative House of Representatives. I bet you he will. Right? Y'all better peep what's going on with this Project 25 thing, man. You got to pay attention and peep the play, man. You feel me? Yeah, so I'm about to get up out of here too, y'all. Man, I just listen here, y'all, man. I just wanted to put y'all up on game about this Project 2025, man, and how they about to try to implement biblical law, strict biblical law, and it's going to really affect the chicks a lot because, according to biblical law, man, if they want to implement it in the fashion in which they're trying to do it, they don't got to give y'all no rights, man. You know what I'm saying? They don't got to, they can strip y'all of all y'all rights, you know what I'm talking about? They could outlaw abortion. They're coming for the LGBTQ Elemental P barbecue committee agenda, man. They're about to outlaw all that stuff they get up in there. They're going to outlaw, it's going to be illegal to be LGBTQ. It's going to be illegal to get an abortion. All right? And they already got the Supreme Court. Right? They got all the key people in place right now for something like this to actually happen. So I want y'all to just be aware of that, man. You know what I'm talking about? Keep yourself aware of that. You did. Yeah, man. Let me pull it back up on the screen for y'all now, man. You know what I'm talking about? Don't get it twisted. The Handmaid's Tale can very well become true. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted, man. It could definitely happen. You did. Tap in, walk with us, man. Tomorrow, man, we're going to be celebrating my born day. You did. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, Jack. You did. What else interesting shows coming up this week, man? All right. Hold on, where am I showing that, man? Oh, that's right here. Yeah, here we go. Man, y'all sit up there and tap in, man. You feel me? Tomorrow night, we're going to be getting straight to it. You know what I'm talking about? It's a beautiful day tomorrow. You know what I mean? It's going to be a beautiful day tomorrow, man. You know what I'm talking about, y'all, man? Y'all can tap in with me tomorrow. We're going to be celebrating my born day. It's my 42nd born day tomorrow. All praises be to the Most High. You hear me? It's a beautiful thing. Another trip here around the sun. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing. You understand me, man? Tap in with me tomorrow. We're going to have a special show tomorrow, you dig? Celebrating my born day. It's going to be the last year that I'm doing it. And I'm going to talk about that and discuss that on the show tomorrow. So y'all just make sure y'all tap in and walk with us. You dig? Appreciate everybody coming out tonight, man. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page, share on your social engineering. You feel me? It's a beautiful thing, man. 2024, man, is going all the way up. Pause. And that I mean, we working over here at E&E, man. We getting straight to it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it, and you know we're gonna do it like we used to it, man. You feel me? So I'm gonna leave y'all with this joint right here, man. It's one of my favorite joints that I ever did, featuring my brother Nall since the 6. Tap in, walk with us, man. Smash that like button, click with the bell, subscribe to the page, share and social engineer, man. Tap in, walk with us tomorrow night, 8 p.m. We getting right back to it, man. You dig?
Oh, you think darkness is your ally? You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it. I didn't see the light until I was already a man. By then it was nothing to me but brightness. Victory has defeated you.
Gotta know your next move when you speak to a boss. Gotta respect the dead when you speak on the law. Everybody wanna taste of the skin and sauce. When stacks got the facts, you don't hear nothing false. Gotta know your next move when you speak to a boss. Gotta respect the dead when you speak on the law. Everybody wanna taste of the skin and sauce. When stacks got the facts, you don't hear nothing false.
I used to be stacks with the packs, now I'm stacks with the facts. Now I drop knowledge, used to cook straight, drop crack. E&E coronavirus to take over. CW elite brethren, the wait's over, right? Y'all be addicted to the limelight, mediocre bars, knowing that y'all don't rhyme right. You fake woke niggas need to get your mind right. Stupid ass niggas, y'all bringing guns to a mind fight. Now let me slow it down so I can talk to you. I'm never letting up. If that's your thought, screw you. I hypnotize the track like a nigga practice voodoo. Voice of God, Crips and this, Tutsis and Hutus. The rap game is an abyss I can easily swim through. I'm like the Gordon Fisherman and you rappers is seafood. Grand champion, this bitch, you should call me your seafood. Make sure my energy is up cause the devil's deceitful. And everything that we see and sing ain't nothing but a dream inside of another dream. And everything that we see and sing ain't nothing but a dream inside of another dream.
Gotta know your next move when you speak to a boss. Gotta respect the dead when you speak on the law. Everybody wanna taste of the skin and sauce. When stacks got the facts, you don't hear nothing false. Gotta know your next move when you speak to a boss. Gotta respect the dead when you speak on the law. Everybody wanna taste of the skin and sauce. When stacks got the facts, you don't hear nothing false. Throw them all on the boat, start shipping them off. E&E, big gratuity for tipping them off. Find them in the West Wing, start clipping them off. Let stacks hold them up while I finish them off. I'm so nauseous, man, I'm sick by default. It's that Ocean 6, that Bellagio vault. Man, we feeling everything like a British assault. And if they sick of these kids, we the illest adults. All these hating cats is fraud, filled with jealousy. Another beat murder, they charging me with accessory. Want to cook, got the ingredients and the recipe. Pardon me, I'm still smoking on hydrotherapy. Literally, still getting paper with the printer off. Y'all still don't got no bark, that's a winner call. So fuck y'all, get a permanent flick off. Don't speak to me for less than $250, that's a rip off. Next move before you speak to a boss. Gotta respect the dead before you speak on the law. Everybody wanna taste of this E&E sauce. When stacks got the facts, you don't hear nothing false. Gotta know your next move before you speak to a boss. Gotta respect the dead before you speak on the law. Everybody wanna taste of this E&E sauce. When stacks got the facts, you don't hear nothing false.
What I've been for, I've owned in my dreams. I've spread my dreams under your feet. Tread softly, because you tread on my dreams. I assume you dream